welcome guys to the analysis for the week kicking off from 7th of April down to 11th, so from Monday to Friday. So first of all, before we make analysis for the new week, we have to look out for market intention and at the same time market direction. So market intention is actually us looking out for market narrative, and for us to be able to get to see market narrative, we need to look out for the fundamental analysis, because the fundamental analysis tells us market intention, whereby the technical analysis tells us market direction. So now, before we look out for the price levels, we have to look out for the fundamental analysis behind this market movement. So that is why we're going to look out for the news that is going to come up from Monday to Friday. So this is the first thing you have to do once you are preparing for the new week. You have to first of all look at the fundamentals. What news will definitely move the market and which day will it fall into. So now we can see that on Monday, market is going to be really quiet. So before I dive into this, I have to remind you guys there are three things that the market does. Three phases market is always moving back and forth from. The first phase is the accumulation phase, the second phase is the manipulation phase, and the third phase is the distribution phase. So it's either market is accumulating, manipulating, or displacing. So the moment market accumulates is when market builds orders. So these are the periods that we tend to see more of consolidation, and these are the periods that occurs during less volatile or no high impact news days. So take for example, on Monday there is no high impact news day, so this means the market will definitely be accumulating. So at this point we should expect market to buy off for EU, GU, AU, XU pairs. Market is going to buy a little bit because market is actually very bearish for these pairs. So market is going to buy actually during Monday to Tuesday. Then towards Wednesday, that is when we should expect, because Wednesday is when we're going to start getting the high impact news for NZD and for USD, that's FOMC is coming up on Wednesday. So on Wednesday we should tend to see markets head towards kick off its manipulation. Market is definitely meant to kick off its manipulation on Wednesday. Then at the same time on Thursday, that is when we're going to get to the peak of the manipulation. So for those that use Fibonacci ratios tends to give us these zones, these key zones to look out for, key premium zones and key discount zones. For people that are going to actually look out to sell the market, you should try to sell the market from the premium zones, and for people that are going to look out to buy the market, you should buy from the discount zones. So once market gets to a high impact news day, you should actually expect a manipulation. So this manipulation is towards a key Fibonacci zone. I'm just giving you guys a secret right now. So once it gets to that level of 0.236, which is a key premium level, or once it gets to the level of 0.638, 0.618, which is a key discount level, that is when you should expect, or you should buy, or you should sell the market. So these periods are key periods. So we actually use the fundamentals to actually decide on when to enter the market, when to expect high volatility, and what market reaction is meant to occur during this period. So now we are going to move over to seeing market direction for the new week. So stay tuned. So now looking at the market direction, like I said, we use the technical analysis to evaluate market direction. So over to the weekly analysis, we have to look and decide on what is going to happen the following week by looking at the weekly chart. So for us to do that, we have to move over to the weekly chart. So right now we are going to look at the weekly analysis for EURUSD. So for traders, for Forex traders, this is analysis for you guys. So over to EURUSD, the weekly chart, we can see a very clear massive rejection. So the moment price got to this order block over here, or what we could call Malaysian, I think that's a new trend right now. So the moment market got to that level, it dropped all the way down. So that means there was a strong bearish pull, and we could also expect market to keep on the bearish trend, because next week CPI is definitely going to sell the market towards this fair value gap over here. So we always look out for equilibrium. We always look out, market always look out to fill up gaps, to fill up spaces, to reprice market gaps or price gaps. So over here is an obvious gap. The market is definitely going to come and fill up. So but before it does that, it's going to retrace. Before the sell continues, it's going to retrace. This is the same thing for EURUSD, GBPJPY, AUD USD, NZD USD. So the moment Monday kicks off, you can see Monday already, the new market, the market's already buying like I predicted. It's definitely going to buy and retrace all the way up towards like I told you guys, always look out to sell from premium levels. So market is going to definitely sell from 0.236, like I said, 0.236, 0.328, 382. So these are the key premium levels that you would want to sell from, and these are the key discount levels you want to buy from. So the moment market opens, is going to retrace, like I said, accumulation, manipulation, and displacement. So the major manipulation occurs during a high impact news release. So once the high impact news release of Tuesday kicks off, is a Tuesday, I think Tuesday, Wednesday kicks off, that's FOMC during the evening time, we expect market to get towards 0.236 level, then sell from it. So CPI is still going to push it all the way up, then it's going to sell it all the way down towards the Fibonacci extension ratio 1.618. So look out to sell the markets from 0.326. Look out for confirmations before you can take up the sell setup. So you can look out for confirmations using other time frames. The 4-hour is always obviously going to show you that, okay, let me look at the daily. The daily is going to obviously show you that this was actually a very strong order block. You can see the rejection here, open and close synchronicity. So this is definitely a zone that market is going to respect. This same price level is also in correspondence with the Fibonacci 0.236 premium price Fibonacci ratio zone. So over to GBPJPY. This is a very volatile pair, so we look out to sell this market also. You can see there is obvious strong bearish pull. In fact, market opened with a very large gap. So markets is definitely going to continue the sell trend, and we believe that it's going to sell from exactly a premium price level from the weekly Fibonacci ratio. So market is going to sell obviously from 193.006. That's where we believe market is going to sell from. You can also see confirmation from the 4-hour chart, because definitely you have to move over to other time frames to look out for confirmation. And what is the confirmation? The confirmation is price gaps. The moment you see price gaps, you definitely have to know that market is definitely going to come back to fill up those gaps. You can also look out to other blocks, or what is normally called Malaysian S&R. That's the current trend right now. So this is definitely still all talking about other blocks, demand and supply zones. So these zones are very key zones that markets do definitely come to and react from. So also looking at the daily time frame, this is for confirmations. We look out for the daily, the 4-hour. If you're a swing trader, you have to look out for weekly, daily, 4-hour, 15 minutes for execution, and sometimes 1 hour for execution. 1 hour, 15 minutes, 4 hours for execution. So now looking at the daily time frame, you can also see that there is an obvious fair value gap that is definitely going to be filled up. So you can see that this fair value gap also stood as a rejection block over here, over the past like February period, and also in December over here. So definitely this is a price level that everybody should be looking out for. So I'm going to rush it up. Look out for gold. That is a metals. So those that trade gold, you guys saw gold's bullish move all the way to very exotic price levels, or what we could see psychological levels. It broke through the psychological level of 3,000, and it kept on going to making new higher highs. So now we've seen an exhaustion of the bullish trend, and definitely the market is taking over. The bears are taking over actually. So we expect market to sell strongly this coming week. So definitely we're gonna see markets come all the way up towards the premium price level. Like I always say, the best and safest way to sell is from selling from the premium levels, because definitely market movers always want to sell it at its highest price, and at the same time buy it at its lowest price as a discount. So definitely market is going to sell from 3,131, 3,109, 3,090. So once market comes towards this level, that is 0.236 level, 0.382 level, once it gets towards this level, it's definitely going to react off it. So for confirmation, we look out for fair value gaps, we look out for gaps, price gaps that will definitely be filled up. So you can see this price split over here. This is also a strong confirmation that price will definitely come over here to come towards this price split, this candle split, which is also a gap. At the same time, you can look out for the 4-hour. You have to scale through other lower time frames to look out for correspondence. You can see a gap that shows that market to still have to go all the way up to fill up those gaps. So this is for GJ, and at the same time XU. So please stay tuned. You can always use this analysis you can go back to this analysis during the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, look at it, make some decisions on it. Like I always do say, this is a prediction, not a financial advice. So in case you want to learn how I get this analysis done, you can always follow, subscribe, join my Telegram group, and hit me up. I also have my email on display. So that's all for now. See you guys next week.